What's the one way you should never build your group coaching program? Hey, this is Jeffrey Suey with CoachesTrainingBlog.com. I talk to a lot of coaches who want to create a group coaching program, but almost all of them make this mistake that you should always avoid if you want your group to succeed. And in this video, I'm going to cover why most coaches create programs that never get used. We'll also talk about the one thing you should always do before you sign clients up for your programs, the get paid first approach to group coaching programs, how to eliminate the will my program sell type of worry, and why selling your program for more money gets easier over time. So let's start right now.
The right development process for a program, including a coaching program for that matter, or a product for that matter, is you never create the program or product first. That is the wrong, I hate to say wrong because that is not personal development speak, but that is the wrong way to do this. You show me somebody who created the product before they went out and offered it, marketed it, sold it, etc. I'll show you somebody who probably created the wrong product, and they probably created a product that was a waste of their time, probably failed. There are coaches that have boxes of books and programs in their closets that'll never get used because they created a program without actually putting it out there, offering it, and seeing who would buy it first. So the development process you want to go through would be the closest I get to actually creating a program before we actually have participants for the program would be you can create like an outline, maybe a 1 or 2 page outline that says here's what's included, here's what we're going to cover, right? That's where all the work goes in before people sign up. It's in actually creating the marketing material and the outline for like design the program, the basics of the program, like here's what's going to include. That doesn't take a lot. That's like half hour, maybe an hour to figure out what you want to have in it. But you're not actually creating it. You're not actually building the whole program. You're just saying, here's what I want to have in it, right? And then from that, you can create an outline or a teaser or a promotional work that will actually invite people to join the program or talk about the benefits of the program or discuss why they should be in the program, who it's for, stuff like that, right? Naming the program, the basic marketing of that program. Once you've got something like that together, that's when you want to go to market and say, hey guys, here it is. Here's, you can do this program. It's coming up at this time in the future. And if you want to sign up for it, it's this much. Or if you want to sign up, if you want more information, then get a free session with me and we'll work together and see if you're a fit for the program and make sure you get some value there as well. Something like that, right? And then you sign people up for that program. You really should actually get paid for the program before you create the program. Because your customers are going to vote with their wallets. And if their vote is they don't want that program and you don't get paid and you spent a year building that program, that is not a good use of your time. It's a lesson learned, but it is a that's bad. That's bad. So you sell the program, get people to buy the program, and then once you now here is there is an issue here, which is that if customer number 1 buys the program today, and let's say it's a group program or something where it's more than just a one-on-one type of thing, and you don't make any more sales for like 2 months, then customer number 1 is possibly going to be sitting there waiting for their program to start, and that can create some issues, right? So that for group programs and things like that can be an issue. But if it's a product and you can make enough sales to say, hey, like let's say you make a product, you want to sell it for $200, $250, and you're thinking, gosh, if I spend 2 weeks making this product, but I can make $2,000 a year every year on this product, then that means after a year or two, I made $1,500 a week on the work that I put in, and then after that, it's gravy, right? It's profit. So I need to sell, let's say, six 6 of the product over some period of time, and let's say you give yourself a couple months to pre-sell the product, and you get 2 or 3 people in, and then you go ahead and say, hey, that gives me a good sign that I could sell more of this product, so let me build the product, and then I'm going to go and take it to market again and sell another 3 or 4 or 5 of these of this product. And now I've made almost $2,000 already this year, and I knew I could probably expect it. So you're doing a bit of a test market to take the temperature of what kind of sales can you expect from that product or program or whatever it is. So yeah, that's definitely the right approach. You basically never want to build something and put a bunch of time into building it until you actually sell it. You want to sell it before you actually put it out there. Now there's some detailed logistics to how you roll out a product. Like when we built the Quick Start program, the Quick Start boot camp, the first time we sold that product, it was a bonus for a members program called Master Coach Council. And so that was not sold as a separate product. It was sold as a bonus for that program, and that program was one where we could put out like a video each month, like one video, and then do a webinar. And so I didn't have to build anything to get people into that program. Over time, I published the Quick Start program, and after a year or so of actually already getting paid for that content, I separated that product out and sold it separately, and that product sold very well as well, right? But I had a bit of a test market. I was being paid for my work, and it was able to generate other content on the way to separating out different products and marketing it separately. So then I just had to put the work into marketing it, which is a lot less work than building the product itself. So there's all sorts of logistics and mechanics to how you might manage the timing of the promotion, the sales, and then the delivery of whatever it is that you're creating. But I would tell you this: if it's a live coaching program, as long as you're gonna do one-on-one coaching within that program and then include content, you really just need to get a couple clients. You could probably justify building the program and doing at least some test marketing of it. If you're going to do a group coaching type of program or a group training program, that could be a little bit more dicey, because you may want to have 4, 5, 6, 7 plus people in that program before you start it. And that means that you've got to really hit the ground running and promote the crap out of that to know that you've got a good test to see if really nobody buys it or just one person versus 5, 6, 7 people, and now you're in the ballpark of being able to start the program fairly quickly. Another thing you could do is offer it at an introductory price. Let's say you want to sell the program for $250 eventually. Well, when you first create the program, people may not be they may not believe that it is necessarily as valuable as you say it is. So you give an introductory price. Maybe you sell it originally for $99. You say it's just this first time. But if you make 5, 6, 7 sales, you made some money, it pays for you building that program and offering that program. And next time you market the program, you know more about how to market it. You've made mistakes, you've learned from those mistakes. Now you've already done it before, so you've got case studies and testimonials. Now you've got even more ammunition to sell that program for $200 or $300 at that point. So there's all sorts of different kind of growth paths that you can take with creating a product. But yeah, never create a product until you first promoted, tested the waters, and at least proven that there's demand for that product, because you just never know until you promote it first. And then developing products that's a whole different psychology. That's another animal altogether. So generally, the development process goes: you start with one-on-one coaching, because you could just get one client and you could still get away with that, because they don't know that you don't have another client. They're just working with you, and it's fine. You build up a certain amount of clients one-on-one, and then you make the leap over to running a group and getting enough clients into a group to justify running that group economically. And the economics of that can be really, really preferable to one-on-one, but you do need enough leads and enough of an audience and enough marketing power to pull that off. And so usually starting with one-on-one is the easiest thing, and then you move on to groups. Once you've run those groups for a while, you'll see commonalities in what your clients need and want, and you might build a training that goes along with that group or that you sell separately to that group, and that's kind of another level of specifying exactly what are people going to learn, what coaching you're going to offer them. That's apart from kind of an open-ended group type of program. And then once you've built a training that really gives and offers specific tutorials and information, then you could actually convert that live training, whether it's virtual or not, into like a physical product or a virtual product, an online product. And that's another layer or another level of development for kind of the coaching that you offer people.
So once again, this is Jeffrey Suey with coachestrainingblog.com. So I hope you took some great value out of this video today. So what's your experience with group coaching? Has it worked for you? Why or why not? What's your plan now that you've watched this video? I'd love to hear your feedback, so make sure you leave a comment with your thoughts or questions. Thanks for watching this video. Like it if you thought it was cool, and subscribe for even more of these videos. By the way, if you're still interested in starting your own group coaching program or training, or even a home study product, but you're a bit intimidated about it, I can understand. The first time I built a group program, it was very nerve-wracking because I was thinking, do I have enough leads? Do I have enough relationships? Can I get people invest in this? And how is this going to look to people if I offer this and I don't make enough sales to justify doing it? The good news is that there are some approaches that'll give you the best chance of winning in that process. And I have a special video training that discusses exactly that: how to build, promote, and run group coaching programs. It covers the logistics of balancing the building, promotion, and delivery of these types of programs, including the timing and psychology involved. It'll give you much more details on how you might want to approach the process of developing your own group coaching and training products and programs. And you can get it if you just go to the link that I give you here in the video and in the video description as well. You just click those links wherever they are, and you can get it instantly.